you don't need to shut them all the way, just so I know you're paying attention. Okay, so today we're going to do 4-2, which is almost as easy as yesterday. This is kind of the last, I would call it cake day. Tomorrow we're going to learn multiplication, which is not, it's not that it's hard, it's just more difficult than addition and subtraction, just kind of like multiplication is normally. Okay, I will not be here tomorrow. I know a few of you won't be here tomorrow. So in class, those who are here, Mrs. Fennell is going to play me going through how to multiply matrices from last year's lesson. Okay, and as soon as she goes through that, I'll post it to Canvas as well, so those who miss tomorrow can see the video. Okay, there's really not going to be much new information in what I do than what the video is that I assigned in the lesson. But if you want to watch me versus the video, I guess, I mean, that's fine. For addition and subtraction, the first rule is they have to be the same dimension. They have to have exactly the same number of rows and columns. Okay, and it can't be switched. It can't be like it's a 2x3 and I'm going to add it to a 3x2. It's got to be a 2x3 and a 2x3. Okay, so as an example, I don't know why my board's acting so strange. These two we are able to add them because they are the same dimension. And to add them, it's very easy. You're just going to add the same element in both to get the final product's going to, or the final sum is going to be also, in this case, a 2x3. Okay, so I'm going to take 2 plus 2 is 4, 3 plus 0 is 3, 7 minus 1 or plus negative 1 is 6, 4 plus 6 is 10, negative 1 plus 5 is 4, and 0 plus 4 is 4, and that's it. Okay, subtraction, same kind of deal, except I'm just going to subtract the two numbers. 2 minus 2, 3 minus 0, 7 minus negative 1. Be careful there. Okay, remember when you take a negative times a negative, it turns into a positive. 4 minus 6, negative 1 minus 5, 0 minus 4. Okay, where these get just a little more complicated is when we do something with them called multiplying them by a scalar. I always think of a scalar as the matrix version of a coefficient, a number in front of, say, parentheses. This time it's a number in front of the matrix. Okay, so if I have a scalar in front, which is this 2 is a scalar, it's just a number that I'm going to multiply everything in the matrix it's by, not the whole thing, the whole problem. Let's make this negative. But I'm going to multiply it by everything here, and then I'll subtract it to that one. Okay, so this would become 4, 6, 14, 8, negative 2, and 0. Then I would subtract this. It's not negative. And then we just do the same thing. 4 minus 2 is 2, 6 minus 0 is 6, 14 minus a negative 1 is 15, and so on. Okay? There are going to be times when we're going to have maybe a scalar, maybe. Yeah. Maybe we'll have a scalar here. Okay. So you could do one of two things. Of course. Negative 3. I don't know what these were anymore. I'm making them up. Okay, so this is this minus 3 times this. Okay. You could go ahead and multiply 3 through and leave this as a negative. Or you could multiply negative 3 through and then add them. It means the same thing. It's really your preference. A lot of times I like to multiply the negative through and then add them, because if I multiply the 3 through, sometimes I forget I'm supposed to be subtracting them. I don't know. Once you do them enough, you'll kind of figure out what you like and what you don't. But if I multiply this through by negative 3, I'm going to add negative 6, 0, 3, negative 18, negative 21, and negative 12. Right? I just multiplied everything by negative 3. Now, I can just add these together. Negative 2, 6, 17, 18, let's see, negative 10, negative 23, and negative 12. So that would be 2 times this matrix minus 3 times that one. Okay, again, it's not real complicated. Sometimes they just take a little time because you've got to get the scalar through, and then you can add or subtract them after that. Okay, questions on that? Make sure you're watching the videos and reading the textbook for section 3. Don't just skip that, because matrix multiplication can be a little confusing. I want to make sure you understand how to do it. And then I will have the video of me doing a sample problem in class tomorrow. Okay, that's it.